Good morning, everybody. It's about 25 degrees out with wind chill, but the sun shines, so hopefully it's gonna be another good day. So the first thing I have to do is get a bag of seeding soil because we're gonna start seeding our onions today, and we're gonna be doing a lot of flats. We used to grow about 30,000 onions for the field, but it just gets to be a lot to manage, and you gotta weed that whole field because the onions like to get weedy later in the season. So we've been cutting back every year a little bit.
You can tell the soil's a bit frozen.
Okay, so now I got all of my tags stapled onto my trays and exactly how many trays I need. I'm gonna grab my tray here, just like you see me do before, set it up here, put my seeding soil in all those cells, and sometimes there's little clumps. I can't really find many here. Kind of like this. I want to make sure that I break them up. I'll kind of like squish it between my hands a little bit before I put it in all of those holes. And then once that's done, I'm gonna bring it over there, press my holes down in, and then I'll be ready to start seeding. But I'll show you the whole process right now as I'm doing it. Then I'll brush all that dirt off the sides of my flat. Last year, we had a little bit of a problem with our onions. We just didn't get the germination rate that we were hoping for, and then when they come up, they were kind of funky, and we think it was because when we seeded them, we didn't plant them deep enough. So I'm gonna make sure I can press my holes a little more. That looks pretty good. I don't know if you can tell on camera. Usually we'll just make a little tiny indentation, but now we're making the holes not even halfway, but almost halfway down that cell. That way the seed will sit down in. We're gonna cover it with a little bit of dirt and then some vermiculite once I get the seeds in there. I was saying in my previous videos, if we have old seed, we like to put all that, or try to put all that on one side, and then I'll put the new seed on the other, just in case they don't do as good. That way I know that it was the old seed and it wasn't something I did wrong. See, there's a seed in every cell. Okay, so now that all of my red onions are seeded, you can see all the blue seeds in there. I have these 3 trays, 512 in each. I have these 3, and then I have 1 more in the seed room that's done. So now that they're done, what I'm gonna do is I have this little sifter with my seeding soil in it. I'm just gonna take and lightly put a layer of soil over top of those seeds. Right there is about all I want to do. I just want to really cover them, and then I'll do the rest with the vermiculite. Now the flat is completely done. So just to recap, I filled it with soil, made the impressions, put the seeds in each cell, covered it with a little layer of soil, the same soil I used to put in the bottom of the cell. And now I went over top of it with vermiculite. And I went just enough over with vermiculite so that I covered all of these grids here that you see going this way and this way. So now hopefully I did it right. I did it as best I could. And now we just have to wait and see how it grows. So now I'm done with red onions, I'm gonna move on to the white. And you could probably see those blue little seeds of the red onions were treated, but they were not pelleted. Now these white ones are pelleted right here. And for the most part, they're almost perfectly round. And now just take notice how much faster I can seed these compared to the non-pelleted ones, just because they roll around on that seed tray a lot faster and I don't have multiple seeds stick to one hole. Okay, so now I finally just got finished with the red and the white onions. These are all the red here, the red Defender in the middle, 2 more red Defenders here, and then we start with the white, which is, we have 2 varieties, one's Great White, and the other one is Superstar, which is back there along the back row. So now that they're done, they're on the heat mats, I'm gonna water them, and then they will be good to start growing. I gotta make sure I water them from way back, especially the first time, or I'll blow all that vermiculite right out of there. I'm just going to go over everything right now. Do with just a light mist to get it set in there so that nothing moves. Even there, a little bit's trying to blow off. Alright, so that's what I'm going to call it a wrap for this video. So as always, thank you guys for watching. And always remember, it ain't much, but it's honest work.